The Packers are going to win Super Bowl 67. The first Super Bowl was played in the year 67 during the 1966 NFL season. The Packers are going to win the Super Bowl 22 years later after Super Bowl 45. After Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl, Aaron is Gamache 22. Super Bowl 67 will probably be a rematch between the Packers and the Chiefs, with the Packers, of course, winning. Jordan is 62 and 26. Patrick Mahomes is also Gamache 62. Now, this Super Bowl would be played in 2033. Mahomes, or I should say, Patrick is Gamache 33. We could see the next Super Bowl rematch between the Packers and the Chiefs 66 years later, and title is Gamache 66, and it'd be 21 previous seasons without a title if you are the Green Bay Packers. So the death of Bart Starr happened right after Super Bowl 53. And so the Packers are going for their 14th championship. And their 14th championship is going to occur 14 Super Bowls after the death of Bart Starr. Bart is Gamache 14. The 14th championship for the Packers happens in Super Bowl 67. Super Bowl 1 came in 1967. That's the Bart Starr tribute. Starr is Gamache 22. Next Packers championship 22 years after Super Bowl 45. That is the connection that must be made. May 26, he died at 85 years of age. So, with that being said, when is he going to win his scripted championship in 2033? Which 2032, Aaron is 32. If the Packers beat the Chiefs, Chiefs is Gamache 2032. Okay, we get to the Super Bowl February 2033, big Freemason number. 7 years in the 9th month, kind of like Gamache champion. Let's type in his full name and see what we get. He's number 15, like Patrick Mahomes, number 15. 17th round. So how do these things connect to the Packers? They've lost a lot of NFC championship games over the years. And more playoff disappointment. But what's going to happen for Jordan Love, basically? How many years after Jordan Love, gets drafted, starts for the first time? So he was drafted in 2020. 2020 NFL draft. When was the 2020 NFL draft? Notice how Bart Starr died at 85 years of age. The 2020 NFL draft was the 85th draft. So this is all a Freemasonic game. Jordan Love's going to win the Super Bowl close to 13 years later for the Pack. It's Pack that's Gamache 13. So 66 previous Super Bowls, and then the Packers are ultimately going to win the championship. So it'd be the 113th NFL season. I guess that we will see Packers Chiefs rematch. A rematch in 2032. Mahomes against Jordan Love. When did he become the starting quarterback? What year in the league is he going to win the championship? How much time from his first start to the scripted championship, right? He takes over, starting quarterback, 2023. What's the amount of time from, 2023 to the time that he wins the scripted Super Bowl championship? Nine years, 5 months, 9 years, 6 months, kind of like Freemason is 96, Knowledge 96. And this is going to connect to his first start against the Eagles. His first start on November the 7th of 2021 against the Kansas City Chiefs, nonetheless, because of COVID protocols. So he's going to win the Super Bowl over 135 months later after coming in his first start in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is 135. His first playoff win of his career, Jordan Love. I think it was January the 4th. January the 15th. Kind of like Bart Starr's number, the 15th day of the year of 2023. That's Jordan Love, number 10. He's going to win the Super Bowl 10 years after his first playoff win of his career. We have the Micah Parsons trade. Micah Parsons is going to be a part of this scripted NFL championship. Okay, he's going to be 33 years of age. He'll still be playing. He'll still be contributing. 33, magic number of the Freemasons. We have the Micah trade to the Super Bowl. What do we get? August the 28th, he got traded from the Dallas Cowboys to the Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons wins the scripted championship 7 years and 6 months later, kind of like Starr's gematria of 76. 89 months, the 90th month. I'm not sure what we're getting there with Micah Parsons. Maybe his full name, Micah Aaron Parsons. May the 26th was the day that Bart Starr died. May the 26th is the day that Micah Parsons was born. The 10 playoff games, Jordan Love wins Super Bowl 10 years after his first playoff win. Now we gotta go to Coach Matt LaFleur. January the 8th of 2019, but then how much time is it from the day that he was hired to the day that Bart Starr died in 2019? 138. Aaron Rodgers is 138. The day he was hired to the day that he wins the championship. Again, it's going to be that 14 months, obviously. Um, Funny how LaFleur is 30. Micah Parsons is 30. Parsons came over from the Dallas Cowboys. The Kansas City Chiefs were based at Dallas. They were the Dallas Texans. So that's kind of the meaning of beating the Dallas Texans. Dallas Texans is Gamache of 2033. It's kind of the Micah Parsons angle with this. So how old would he be? He would be, 52 years entering the season in 2032, and 52 is basically the Kansas City Chiefs is 52. I'm not sure what 113 is. 113th season of the NFL. But of course, the idea is Super Bowl rematch, Super Bowl one, right? 1967. Any idea? Will the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl before the rematch? Well, I could see 5-3, and I could see 5-4 if they lose against Matt LaFleur. And Super Bowl 64 is Kansas City Chiefs territory. Kansas City Chiefs is 64. They lost to Philadelphia. 65 is in the range. I cannot spell right now. Maybe I can. 66 is obviously number of the beast. So maybe the Chiefs pull off a couple of Super Bowl wins, and maybe they lose against Green Bay. So I could see the Chiefs at 6-3. I could see the 10th Super Bowl appearance occurring against Green Bay. Kansas City Chiefs ultimately are going to win 2 Super Bowls to be 6-3 in the Super Bowl, and 6 Super Bowl wins in 9 appearances like Gamache Green Bay Packers. But ultimately, I could see them losing in the 10th appearance to fall to 6-4 like Kansas City Chiefs is 64. And Mahomes 5-2, he falls to 5-3 in the Super Bowl. Maybe Chiefs win Super Bowl 64, Super Bowl 66 or 65, and they will make it. They will lose another Super Bowl, obviously, and they are gonna do so against Green Bay. 53.5 sacks. Okay, 52. He had 53 sacks at the time that he became a member of the Green Bay Packers. What season as a starting quarterback would this be for Jordan Love? Yeah, his 10th season, obviously, as a starting quarterback. about the days of the digits of the date that he died? 25. Amount of time from his birthday to the day of his death is probably going to be a key indicator. The Packers championship has been set up to be won 14 years. Their 14th championship 14 years after Bart Starr's death. Jordan Love. What do we get? Jordan Alexander Love, 117, is also gematria Bart Starr. What year of the Packers would this be? One Super Bowl in 8 years of Micah Parsons. One Super Bowl in 8 years. 60s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Yeah, so look, their 114th season overall is when LaFleur wins the Super Bowl. They're going to win the Super Bowl in the 15th season of Brian Gutekunst. And basically, this is a connection to Bart Starr's number. In this, they're going to win in the 14th season of Matt LaFleur as the coach. Obviously, because he became the coach around the same time that Bart Starr passed away.